start streaming. So, all right. Can people see me? Welcome, if you can. I am trying to do this. How do I pop out the chat? Hello, hi, you see me? Welcome. Good evening, everybody. She usually pops out the chat here. I'm trying to find how to do that. Rose will be here in just a second. Bear with me. How do you pop out the chat?
You're not talking yet?
Yeah, I'm talking.
Okay, are we live?
Yes, we're live.
Hey guys,
Look,
what's up?
I did it.
I couldn't find us live. Like I just was, I had to make sure I emptied the bladder and got my water, guys, because those things are important. So you have to slide the bottom bar over and click on the three dots and click pop out chat.
Slide it.
But yeah, you had to slide the bottom bar. And then move that over here. Getting it all set up for you guys for the optimum performance level. And then you have to open the OBS window back up again so that we know that we're not looking up our noses or something crazy. The screen is not the right size. Is anybody noticing the screen?
Dalton asked if that was normal. I was like, I don't know.
No, that's not. Do I have black bars on the side of my screen? Like on either side of our faces? Because that's not normal.
Probably. It's like it's in full screen mode. So,
Yes, Carrie says yes. I can do this. Does this look better? I mean, it makes us look like really big and full force here. Yeah, I don't know that I like that better.
They're going to see my blackheads.
Do you like the black bars or the zoomed in? I don't know how to fix it other than that. So if anybody who's on the live right now is familiar with OBS and knows if there's a quick fix for that, just holler.
Change aspect.
Big Wave Florida says yes, change aspect. I'm going to guess that's in the settings.
Probably. I would guess. Cropped is fine.
Halfway. That's a good idea. What did he say? Change aspect.
Change aspect.
Why is the settings not
Just
open?
click the thing that says settings.
I am. Oh, that one. Dalton didn't fix it when he was here.
Hey, he said something and then he went away.
Is this it? No, that's multi-view.
Oh well, I'd say we just move on.
Is it bothering anybody else? Because it's bothering me.
I don't think it's bothering anybody.
I don't like the black bars. All right. Aspect ratio in preferences. That's on OBS? Okay, so if I go into settings.
I don't know how it got changed to begin with. That's the kind of weird part.
Video. I bet it's in video. Video output is currently active. So I can't change the settings.
Anyway, moving on.
Sorry, guys. Technical stuff there. I don't prefer this.
All right, now you're.
Hey, it's a good live. Hey, Natalie, glad you're here. Even though you're shopping at Lowe's, glad to have you on. And Gulchaw Farms is here. Glad to have you moderating. Thank you, Morgan. All right, I'm going to scroll back to the top.
Oh.
Sunshine Farms, Diana at Justice Acres, Faithful Fields Homestead, Microfarm Starter, Built on a Rock Homestead, Barbara Fisher, Haywire Homestead, Big Wave Florida Homestead Paradise, Darlene McSwine, Diana at Justice Acres, Mama Tried Homestead, Amber Lennox, Inner Wink, Kara's Keep, Deborah E, Barefoot Mama, April Hill, Spicy White Bear, Jess B Farm, Barefoot Mama. Anyone else? Christine Ives Brooks. Did I get everybody? Gons. Hey, Gons. Todd Lejeune. Homestead Paradise. Did I get them already? I think. Darlene McSwine. Whitney Gibson. Caitlin Alley. Big Wave, Florida. Sharon Kakarshavili. April. You laugh every time I say her name because I say it different every time, I think. Kim Couch. Faithful Fields Homestead, Kaz Marsh. And Pete's Little Homestead and Rocky Homestead, Chrissy Betts. Darlene McSwine. All right. I think I got everybody that's in here now at this moment. So, the Red Shed, hello.
For a moment, I thought you were like doing the end of one of those commercials where the guy talks really fast. When you were going really fast for a second there.
I was trying to go fast to make it nice for everybody. Hey, Deb Kettleston. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Hey, PJ Nano Farms. Big hugs for you, my friend. How are the quail doing? They are doing great. They are going through a molt, which I wasn't expecting because the first round of quail never did. I guess it was just depending on the season. Kind of like how when we hatch out chickens, we do it because we know that they're going to molt. And that first season, they don't. So we start them at just... Anyway. Where's Rowan? I thought he was the new vlogger. Diana Mallory, he is so cute. Oh, I just loved his video. Sub-Zero Infinity, hello. I loved his little video. It was so cute. For those of you that have not seen Rowan's vlog, he did the whole thing himself. And, like, I edited it, but I asked him, hey, how does this look? Do you want me to cut anything else out? Or, and he chose the thumbnail and he chose the title. So he had a lot of fun with that, guys. So I hope you watched it. He's pretty proud of himself. Raise your hand if your name is Jen. No. There is a lot of Jens.
That's not right. My name's not Jen. Ooh.
Yes, Natalie. He did the whole thing himself. I didn't do any of the filming. He took the camera and he went with it. Homestead Paradise. The potatoes are just potatoes for now. They haven't started popping out of the soil yet. But that video has really popped. We have over 7,000 views on that video in 1 week time. We published that last Friday. This Friday, it's at 7,500 or 600 or somewhere. And it's been an incredible amount of views. And it has gained us 70 new subscribers. So a big, big jump towards our big 10K goal has happened this week. And now I'm like, uh-oh, wait, that 10K is coming faster than I thought it would. Because I was expecting it like by my birthday, April 15th. And now it's looking like it's going to actually probably hit 10,000 in March. So I'm pretty excited about that. Hello, Carla W. Good to see you. About to break the internet. City Girl Country Heart. Thank you. I would love to have you watch it if you haven't seen it already. Oh, yeah, the Georgia weather's been nice. It was so cold in the evenings this past week, but now it looks like from here out, we're probably going to be doing pretty good. Thank you, Jess Bee Farm. I'm glad you think the bees are looking good. We're really excited about them. They're looking really healthy. I was supposed to get in there today. The weather was a little bit colder, so I'm hoping tomorrow it's going to be in the 70s. Get in there and actually check all the frames and look for eggs. And refill the syrup again, because I'm sure it's empty by now. They're hungry little critters at this time of year. And it amazes me that we didn't use any feeding last time we had bees. None. And they're sucking it up now. It's like they need it. And, our mentor last time was definitely wrong. Bombs to Bushels Homestead. Nice to see you. The potato grow bags came from Amazon. I have added them to our Amazon storefront garden page. So for those of you looking to grow in the same bags, those are the ones that I put up on there. I've had some advice from people about the dark color, you know, drying out quickly or getting really hot and drying out. So I'm going to see if I can't find some lighter color grow bags, or actually that was what I went to write down in my notebook. I have my notebook of video ideas that is like 10 pages long. I am constantly, look at that, that's all video ideas. So that was one I was going to write on here, is doing it in feed bags, regular old feed bags that are, you know, that don't break down, not the paper ones. Rose, how's the weather been in your location? In Louisiana, the weather is awesome. Reap What You Sow Lejeune is a new YouTube channel. If you guys want to check them out, it's my friend Todd, and he'd be glad to have you over there to check out his new channel and see what they're up to.
And the weather has been cool in the mornings, warming up into the 60s, and today we got into the 70s just barely in the afternoon. So lows have been in the 30s or low 40s, and then climbing up into the 60s and 70s. So very fair weather. I wouldn't outright call it warm until the afternoon, but I am ready to start wearing shorts.
Feed bag grow bags, yes. I think that that's very doable. They're only going to last one season, but it's free. Free! So, that's awesome.
Haywire Homestead asks, have you checked out the GAPS diet? Rebecca Rhodes has her.
Not really.
It.
I haven't really looked at it, like what the restrictions are on it. So I just don't know anything about it. So my peer pup is dragging an empty feed bag around the yard to sunny spots to lay on. Oh, that's so cute. It's so funny watching the dogs, like our LGDs sleep all day. They must be up all night roaming and looking for predators and on the prowl, and they sleep all day. And it's funny because you look out there, and as the sun moves, they move where they're sleeping and they go into a different spot. Garden for cheap. Hello.
The gnats have been horrible in the afternoon here. Flies, y'all. Flies are what's horrible here. They haven't got horrible yet, but they're starting to show up, and it's like one bad thing about warm weather. Gnats
don't bother me that much, as long as I have a cover on my drink, because I don't like drinking them.
They're just outrageous.
See, Kaz Marsh says she grows them in chicken feed bags. They're perfect. So our chicken feed bags are paper, but we have the sunflower seed bags. Those are fiber. Those are the plastic. They're lined with paper on the outside, but they're plastic lined on the inside. So they should hold up for a season. And I've heard of other people doing it. Oh, see? Jess Bee Farm has done it. We use feed bags to grow potatoes and other vegetables too. And that's the other thing I'm thinking too, is doing some other vegetables in grow bags and just seeing. I mean, I've got so many things we're going to be planting this year that I really kind of need to use containers a little bit more. Even though it's going to mean more watering, which kind of stinks. I wonder if they sell a chlorine filtration for hoses. Because I'm worried that the chlorine in our city water is not going to be good for all our plants. Or a way to pump it out of the pond, but I don't know how to do that. And I've
put it in a vessel and let the chlorine evaporate off before you will use it to water your plants.
Yeah, that's when we have a heat stroke in Georgia, that would be a lot of buckets. I transplanted my tomato plants into bigger pots and hope to plant this or next week. I think I overdid it. I have like 100 plants. Yay! I love overdoing tomatoes. We're going to be transplanting our tomatoes this Sunday, so into bigger pots, not into the ground. It's not time for them to go out yet. I'm going to have to remove that honeycomb, and I'm going to save it as a souvenir. Oh, I'm way behind.
Well, there's 85 people, so don't.
You're welcome, Todd.
Read over one. Fly tape works for that location. It's like throwing a rock in the ocean, really. Yeah, fly tape works, but there's just not enough tape.
Yes, Kara's Keep. I need to get some bat houses up. That's something I really would like to do. I love bats. We do have bats on the property. We have bats living in the chimney, and we have bats living in the barn as well. So
bats in the
somewhere in the barn. I know they were there when we moved in. We might have scared them out by all the activity we do in there, but
bats in the belfry.
All right, what did I miss? Hey, Bee Lady Apiary! Thank you. Thank you. We are so excited for the bees. They bring us so much happiness already. Like, I get excited. Every morning I want to, like, walk up to the bees first and just peek and look and see how they're doing. Not opening them, but, like, who's coming in and out? Is anybody awake? I am still trying to get time to... Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, Carla. You're a busy, busy lady. And you do so much for us already. Everyone hit that thumbs up, says Barefoot Mama. That's right. Lavender works to keep flies away.
I wonder if
I think that's in our fly spray.
I wonder if she means growing lavender, like the plants.
Well, the thing about, a lot of people will talk about plants that you plant around your patio to keep mosquitoes away or to keep flies away or to keep whatever away. The problem is just planting a plant does not keep any insects away, like the mosquitoes and stuff. You have to actually brush it and rub against it to release the essential oils in the plant. It doesn't just work without being disturbed.
If it worked, I'd be out there just shaking all the plants.
Oh, your blood sugar levels wouldn't stabilize on rats. That's interesting. On, what did I just say? I'm not speaking. I'm reading and talking and saying strange things. I was reading bats and I said brats instead of gaps. Oh. Square One Farms, you're never late. Just enjoy. Soldier fly larva helps with the flies. Yes, the Hunger Goats farm, we actually use soldier fly larva under our quail pens. They come in naturally and they start a whole community and they actually take care of the fly larva that tries to grow under there. So it does help somewhat. Slug problem. Any recommendations? Beer trap. You take a tuna can and you bury it at soil level. And you put some stale beer in it and they go in it and drown.
And it works.
Yes, it works very, very good. You just have to keep refilling the beer if you have slugs that get in it and you have to empty out the slugs that are in it and put more beer in. And if it rains, you have to put more beer in.
We're currently shoveling down potato tacos. Oh.
That sounds good, Jen. You'll have to share that recipe with me.
Yeah.
I could totally do that.
I could shovel some potato tacos. That'd be excellent.
Oh, 92 watching. Hey, Vina Troll Slayer. Good to see you.
Hey, from Quebec. That's why we keep our citronella by the front door.
Yeah, and if you brush against it, it works really well. Yeah, they're pretty and they smell good, but you have to activate the smell. Whoops. Yeah, I should probably put some in my strawberry garden to make sure that they don't get to my strawberries. My strawberries are just starting to swell up. The fruit is just starting to, like, take form. And I'm like, oh, look at the little babies.
Mike Carey, my beer never gets stale. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, don't give your good beer to the slug. Go get something.
Yeah, just go get some Miller High Life
or some Natty Light or something cheap that you don't want.
Yesterday, my goats all decided to step in the pail or kick the pail, so I filled a half-gallon canning jar and placed it in the counter to clabber. Today, the plastic lid got pushed off and cracked. Oh my goodness, that was building up some carbonation in there. We've got a bunch of jars of clabbered milk from the last time we had milk, and I've been meaning to feed it to the chickens. We need to bring out 2 jars every day to the chickens.
Okay.
I let my chickens out and they ate my strawberries. Oh my gosh, that's what they did to us. Our first year here, we had strawberries and asparagus over there, and the chickens were out and they ate all the strawberries. So we didn't get any of them. I think they ate the leaves too, because I don't even see any strawberry plants remaining over there. And we just left them wild, you know. We just abandoned that garden area. With your bees, you should see a difference in your garden plants. Oh, I know. We already see so many in the garden. It's amazing. Beer can trap slugs and me? What does that say about me? I don't know.
Nobody called you a slug.
Oh, that's funny.
No bees to slugs. Too funny.
Oh, thank you, Sunshine Farms. That was
slugs.
sweet. Yeah, we've got, even the new strawberries that we planted have already really started growing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I know.
We're gonna have to water. We actually haven't had rain in a couple of days, guys.
Yeah, somebody
had to
else
water.
asked how was the weather, and I was going to say, we already talked about the weather, except I didn't mention it has been
hasn't
dry.
rained. I actually had to water my cuttings for the first time. I've had those cuttings out there all winter. The first time I had to water them.
I can walk into the barn and not sink into ankle-deep mud.
Spec traditions, we don't do Cornish cross. We choose not to use those. They're not our favorite. We won't be using those for meat. What is the other breed that we're gonna do? Freedom Rangers. Freedom Rangers is a little bit better for us. Yes, they take longer. Yes, they take more food, but they're more sustainable. So we can keep a pair of them to hatch out their own eggs and be able to. Oh wait, are they the ones that you can't hatch out though? Anyway, I did some research and there was one of them that I was going to do that I'd be able to hatch out eggs. So if I'm going to have a meat bird that I have to keep buying from a hatchery, it's not very sustainable. But if I can have the eggs, keep a few of them that breed, harvest what I need to, and then hatch the eggs. Jess Bee Farm, thank you so much for that donation. We truly appreciate all and any PayPals that we get during our live chats. Any updates on the mealworms farm you had? Yes, update. Please bring that bag of oatmeal, the Bob's Mill one, down there tomorrow morning and feed them.
I'm going to work in the morning.
No, tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah, I'm working.
No, that means I have to do chores in the morning. I don't get my day off.
But the mealworms are doing fine.
They're doing incredibly fine. So that was why I was.
They slow down. They slow down in the winter, but they
come right back.
Yeah.
We leave them out there in the freezing and everything, and then they come back. So, Cackle Hatchery. I know some people have had some bad experiences with them recently. Some other YouTubers have posted videos about it, but I've never had a bad experience with them. Would you be able to talk after you get done with this stream? Sure. You can message me on Facebook. That'd probably be best because we'll be watching our show, but I can definitely message with you on Facebook. Freedom Rangers or Red Rangers are hybrids and won't hatch true to parents. Yeah, so there was another one that I saw that was I could have sworn it was a Rangers, but
maybe it's hybrid Red Rangers.
Well, he said either or are hybrids and won't hatch true to parents. But it's, really honestly, what we've done in the past is we want more hens each year that lay eggs, so we hatch out, and then all the roosters are our culls. So that works fine.
Special shout out to Alec in Australia.
Whoa.
We want to say hi to you.
Thank you, Carla. I see that we just got another super chat from Carla W. Just cuz, again. Carla, you are so sweet. You're so generous. We truly appreciate all of your generosity. Bye, Once Upon a Farmstead. Go enjoy your movie night. We also do our movie nights or show nights Friday nights after our show and just relax. I can't really have a rooster here. I have one Red Ranger who stands on my garden fork while I'm waiting for worms. That's cute. And you know what I like about the Freedom Rangers and the Red Rangers is if I don't get a chance to harvest them, I don't have to. They'll just start laying eggs. Like, and that's actually the Rhode Island Reds are like that. They're dual purpose. So Rhode Island Reds are considered a meat and egg breed. So you can really do it with other breeds.
Okay, we have 96 people watching us tonight. So if we miss any of your questions, don't hesitate to ask them again. Use all caps. It stands out better for us if we miss it.
Yeah. So speaking of the 10,000 subscribers, it's looking like we're going to get there a lot faster than I had planned. And I was just informed last night by my adult children that I should have a 10,000 special video, like a special video that just celebrates everything that's happened to get us to 10,000 subscribers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, panic attack almost, you know, like anxiety starts building up because I'm like, I don't know if I have time to do that. Like to go find clips from different videos to put together and make a nice video about, you know, what's happened in this time. It's going to be a lot of work. And plus just finding the clips and figuring out which ones really should be in it is really hard. So I need your help of what do you think is some of the moments that you saw on film that were just stood out to you as just epic visual moments on film. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them because I'm I'm a little like, oh gosh, what do I do? We do not raise meat rabbits. I have chosen not to do that as a definite thing for our homestead. I just don't think I could do it. They're too cute. They're just too adorable. I mean, they really are. I had a pet rabbit when I was a teenager and I lost it tragically, and it broke my heart, and I never want a pet rooster. I mean, rabbit. I never want a pet rabbit. I never want to meet rabbits. I can't do it. I'm too soft. Now I need to know what show. What show is that? Was that a question? Yeah, they won't die from breaking their legs. Yes, exactly. Sunshine Farms. You know, seeing the Cornish cross get to the point where they can't even hold themselves up is very sad. We actually had that happen. Well, not the broken legs, but we had them where they couldn't stand up anymore because somebody gave us 2 chickens, said, I don't know what these are, and they ended up being Cornish cross. They could stand
up, but they couldn't jump up.
They could barely stand up. They sat down like all the time. They were really sad because we let them grow past the date of harvest. We were hoping we were going to see some eggs come out of them or something and be able to, you know, maybe hatch some eggs so that we could further, that those 2 would turn into multiple for us to harvest. Nope, not at all. They can't even breed to be able to get a fertile egg. So I was really sad, and I was really happy when harvest day came, and not happy, but you know what I mean. I think it was a hard day, but it was happy that they were getting put out of their misery. Okay. The Friday Forage series, Autumn's Wheel Cart. Good. The bees. Baby goats being born, and when Justin was there. Those are all really good. Thank you, guys. The baby on the sticky trap. Yeah, that was a pretty hefty moment. Oops. My chat is moving so fast, I'm not reading everything. Sorry, guys. Mrs. Dark. Yeah, she definitely should be in it.
We would have clips of, like, you know, the happiest stuff, and then even
sad.
Some of the sad
I think
stuff,
we'll have to. I just don't think that this video is going to be ready when we hit 10,000 subscribers, guys, because I think it's going to happen this week. I think by the time our next show happens, we'll be at 10,000.
I actually have a lot of ideas.
How awesome
I have a lot of ideas for that video.
You're going to work on that this weekend?
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, I'll be at work tomorrow.
What hobby would you get into if money wasn't an option? spinning. I'd get a spinning wheel like that. And
I'd take up
and
yachts.
more mushrooms.
Yachts, I think.
Although that's not really
No.
a money thing. That's a time. I just don't have time to do anything. If time wasn't an option.
Traveling.
Yeah. Yeah. I once picked up a Rhode Island Red Roo for someone, a friend of a friend, and from my friend competing in a rodeo. We got home after dark, so it was stuck with him in the house overnight. That was a very loud wake up. Your truth while farming, even during the times when you lost the goat, always is remarkable too. Don't sugarcoat the lifestyle. Yep, it's so true. There's no point in sugarcoating. You know, it just falsifies the truth of it all. I want people to realize what they're getting into. If they're looking at my channel to see if they want to get into homesteading, I want them to realize that there's hard work involved and there are hard days, but most of it is so worthwhile.
138 more subs till 10,000.
Oh, I'm sorry, Deborah E. Were they sick? What?
You stop talking.
I had to stop talking to read. You could have talked.
All right. Liam in the little bee suit is...
Oh, wait till you guys see. We received a Liam bee suit from our wish list, and he is so excited. He already put it on, but we haven't been out to the bees, so tomorrow we'll definitely...
You have to wait until when I come home from work.
Yeah. I'll get the syrup ready, and we'll go out there when you get home, and you can film him helping me. Oh, gosh. Woo. We got a bunch more comments that I missed. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you, little and light. I appreciate you binge watching and seeing which moments you think were the amazing ones. I really want to see a flashback video looking back at your highs and lows for the past few years. I think that that's a perfect idea. Yeah. Any tips for a firster? I'm wanting a veggie garden in Florida in my backyard. I have some videos in my Starting a Garden series that are really good. You should definitely watch those first, and I will be adding more really good videos to that. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Favorite veggie, Darlene, is tomato.
Tomatoes are good.
Ryan, you would need a bigger pond for your yacht.
Would. You know that was a joke, right?
Rose in the front with her spinning wheel.
I have no interest in yachts.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I suppose that would take more time to work on our crap crops.
So true. So true, Kazmarsh. All the money in the world can't make you happy. It's family. Spending time with my family would be having Ryan home. You know, like, he didn't have to go to work anymore. We could just homestead and have fun. Aw, thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. I sold several spinning wheels back when I sold antiques. Oh, goodness. Eyes to See Ministries, hello. I totally appreciate your honesty, desire, and love in all you do. Thank you, Carla. I vote to include some of your earlier cooking videos. Interesting. We'll definitely have to... The kid's bee suit's so cute. Yeah, like, he's so cute. It's a nicer bee suit than anything we have. She broke her. Oh, I'm sorry, Deborah. Oops. It's just... The chat's moving really fast, guys. I'm trying to keep up. Thank you, Mallory. I appreciate that. Oh, you need to send me some maple syrup. I hope you're talking to me, Jen.
Please do.
I would be in heaven. We're still getting into homesteading, but it's well worth every bit of the work with all you can get out of it. Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's a lot of satisfaction. There's a lot of sacrifice, but there's so much satisfaction. I wish Chris and I could have homestead and have fun all the time. Yes, that would be the best. Raising a glass of coffee to Rose. Here, here. Ryan, what do you do for work? Darlene would like to know.
Oh, I work for a commercial greenhouse, but I do many, many things. And growing plants at the greenhouse is not one of them. I deliver the plants to the stores. I work for the owner. They also have a horse farm, so I do farmhand work over there, property management, that kind of stuff. Just a big variety, and I stay busy.
What's your favorite livestock and why?
That question to me?
Well, the question was asked.
Well, I think I like goats, but I like cows too, and I like sheep. It's hard to say. I like cows because, I don't know, they're just very calming to me. And I know we don't have cows, but I worked with cows before, and I really loved working with them. But I also love our goats. So.
I think for me, it's goats and quail. Goats and quail. I mean, the quail have just been so simple and so easy and so cheap and so sustainable, and you get eggs and meat. You know, they hatch in 18 days or less. It's just, they really are, they're fast and easy, and there's so many different colors. And I just love it. Yes, he brings plants home quite often.
I do.
From the trash piles. So they're usually at the end of the season done blooming or damaged of some sort, but they still grow.
and we're making room for more plants for the next season, and it's like, okay, we got to dump out all the pots.
Oh, well, Gons, you like that?
The
four apple recipes from one batch. That was a good one. I was surprised that one hasn't like taken off afterwards, like after the fact, like a year later, because it's such a searchable thing. Everybody's always looking at apple time, what to do with all the apples. Do you have help when you need to go away? We do now. We have two friends that have been really helpful for our last two vacations. Vacations, I mean, go see my family. Or was it just once?
Just once.
It was just once. So a lot of times I'll go away, unfortunately, and leave Ryan by himself, and that's sad. We'd like him to go with us more often. So our friend Mona and Auburn, for those of you that saw when they were here, they were in the videos too. Mona actually filmed on her cell phone so that I could have something to put up about when we were gone. It was so cute. So she's moving to Germany next month, so she's no longer an option, but Auburn is going to watch them. We have a family wedding this year that we're definitely going to. And then obviously I'll be going to the Homestead of America's conference because I'm speaking. And we'd like Ryan to be able to come, but if he has to stay, he has to stay. And we have the Florida trip. We have a free vacation to Florida, all expense paid, that Ryan won on the radio. Yeah, he's the man. So we have to do that at some point. We need to figure out when we're going to do that and schedule it. I'm a goat person too. We had quail in Florida, but the snakes kept getting them. Oh, did you keep them on the ground? See, that's a lot of people ask me, well, why can't I keep them on the ground? Why do you have them up in cages with wire floors? And it's snakes. Snakes will get them if they're not wired all the way around. Yeah, we've gotten some nice free plants. We got some butterfly bush and some cannas and some bulbs that we've planted in our butterfly garden. And mums now, we haven't planted them yet. They're still sitting in pots next to the butterfly garden waiting to be planted. Hint, hint. I've been thinking a lot lately about slowing down as far as work. I want to enjoy my garden instead of running out once in a while to see what I might have missed. Yeah, you do work a lot. You deserve to slow down. Where all did you get your quail from? We got our jumbo meat makers from AJ Farms, and we got our colored mix from My Shire Farms. And then we had others prior to that. We had two different friends that had sent us, two different homesteading YouTubers that had sent us some. It was the Toasted Rabbit and Living Miracle Homestead. They both sent us at two different times.
I'm late. was having...
Who was that? Did I miss it?
I
Oops.
was reading it.
I'm sorry.
And you scroll.
I didn't. I just hit the scroll wheel and it jumped.
Oh.
Ryan, where's that wine making video?
Shh. One day.
Wasteland Acres. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Having too much fun putting the goats to bed.
And Samson
Hey,
Farms.
Samson Farms.
Cutting up a pig for a buddy. That's a good reason to be late.
Nice. I just found 2 ham hocks.
Awesome.
From the pigs. I didn't even know it was in there. I was digging, looking for the pork roast for Sunday. Getting good help is my worry in getting milk animals. Yeah, you have to have really good help. Because before that, we didn't have really good help. And we didn't even have goats when we left to go out of town one time and came back to devastation because of a friend who did not take care of the animals she was supposed to. She's not longer friends. 8-year friendship ended when my dogs were having to use the living room as a restroom. Poor things. I felt so bad for them. Maybe Rowan can come with a question for the giveaway. That's a good idea. I'm getting quail next month. I'm new to them too. Yay. I want to raise quail. Crawfish pickled quail eggs.
Interesting.
I could see that being good, actually. Yes, the quail that lay eggs daily. You do have to eat 3 to equal a chicken egg, but actually I feel like I get fuller off of the quail eggs. Like I don't need 3 to equal. They're higher protein and a higher nutrition level. I think really makes you feel like you're a little fuller when you eat them. Oh, good night, Goldshaw Farms. Is it snowing there? Goodness. Quail are the easiest homestead animal option.
They are.
Absolutely. Easiest and easiest for getting somebody who has to farm sit for you? Definitely. When you hit 100K, you should go to Disney World. I mean, 10K. Yeah, no. That would be a very expensive vacation for our family that there's no way we could do. It would be so fun, though.
So we used to recommend chickens for people wanting to start homesteading, but I think the trend has switched now. We're recommending quail.
No, Soul Yates. They are not friendly, holdable, pet-like animals. Now, I have seen some people who have like 2 or 3 and they keep them in the house in a little cage, and they do handle them a lot more, and they have made them more friendly. So I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's definitely... Oh, Barefoot Mama, bye! So glad you could join us. So it's definitely doable if you're really hands-on. What would you do with 2 gallons of fresh whey I have now? Making some cheddar. Ryan, I'll let you answer that.
With your whey, you can make ricotta cheese.
No.
Or you can make a wine type beverage called blend.
Yes, that's what I want you to tell them all about it.
It's fermented whey. Part of it's in one of our videos, but what was the channel that did the bland video?
Happy Homestead.
Happy Homestead. He did a video about making bland from whey, and it's very interesting. It's not bad at all.
It's good. It's kind of sweet and creamy.
Yeah,
almost like a vanilla.
It's kind of like a creamsicle kind of flavor.
Yeah, because it's got a little tartness because it's wine.
It's got a citric acid in it, so it's kind of like an orange creamsicle, but that's...
Not orange, though.
No, it's just, that's the closest thing I could think of.
So quail eggs taste a lot like chicken eggs, pretty much the same, with slightly richer flavor, and the texture is definitely the same as chicken eggs, because duck eggs are very different texture. But so they are a richer flavor, but they're same texture. They're really good, and the meat is very sweet. It's a very sweet meat, like a dark meat. It's really good. I pruned my apple trees and potted the clippings. They are growing. When should I plant them? When it's warm enough outside to put them out. I mean, you should have them in potting soil, yes? Or are you talking about planting them outside or in a pot? I'm pickling chicken eggs right now. Would love some pickled quail eggs are awesome.
Oh, they're the best.
They are so awesome. Edel Hanley, so glad you could join us.
We have 2 jars of pickled quail eggs in the fridge, don't we?
Not anymore. I may or may not have eaten all of them. I totally did. Oh, somebody's asking about the turkey, Deb. I missed that. Yeah, we ate the turkey because he was being mean. He was dangerous. The quail egg nutrient profile is so different from a chicken egg and so much better for your body. Yes. In fact, Trisha at Willow Creek Homestead cannot eat chicken eggs. She can't eat turkey eggs, but she can eat quail eggs. Quail eggs are similar to the chicken eggs in taste, but have a sweeter taste due to the higher yolk to white ratio. Yes. Yeah, and the busy little house said eating eggs raw can help cure cancer. Liam actually highly enjoys eating the quail eggs raw in the barn with us. Because he's seen Ryan do it, and then he started wanting to do it, and he requests them now raw.
Yeah, it's funny.
And it's just such a beautiful thing to see the kids knowing what's a healthy, nutritious thing for them, and not to think it's weird or gross. They don't know that it's weird or gross because nobody ever taught them that.
It all started. I was just doing it anytime I accidentally cracked one. I'm like, I don't want to waste it, so I sucked it up.
Literally. New Winchester Farms, is everything okay with your goat NICU? I hope everything's all right. Let me know if you have any questions. They are not. I use whey to jumpstart my sauerkraut fermenting. Yeah, some people will use a tablespoon of whey, but when you have like gallons of whey, it's like, what do? You can make a lemonade fermented drink with it too, where you add lemon juice to it, and there's some recipes online with that. I haven't done it myself, but I've seen it when I was looking up stuff on ways to use large volumes of whey.
Do quail call out at nighttime? They do. The roosters.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, the roosters make the noise that they make, but they're very nocturnal.
At night?
Yeah. Go out there at night, and you'll hear them. You can hear them from the barn.
That's cool.
But it's not like annoying or it's not like a
Their
rooster
sound is very pretty. Can you do it like Rowan does?
No, I can't. I've tried. No.
No, not at all. Don't laugh at me. Well, I think I have enough animals. My field bill is 100 a week. Anyone else have that many critters? Yes, we do. Does quail taste more like turkey or chicken meat?
I would say chicken because of their diet. Is anything that eats feed from a feed store is going to pretty much taste like what you feed in it. So, very chicken-like, I'd say.
Smoke pickled eggs. That sounds good. Our doggies are calling. Good to see you. Bye, bee lady. Glad you could join us. Now we need to get quail. Yes, Faithful Fields Homestead, you do. Oh, wow. That needs to be on a video. Rowan eating raw quail eggs. Rowan and Liam have both done it, but Liam is the one who comes back asking for more. For sure. Steak tartare comes with a raw quail egg on it. Yes. Raw egg challenge. That would be fun. We used to eat eggs raw as a dare. They are hard to get them to stay down. No, not when they're little. I think that's what made the raw better.
Talking about eating raw eggs reminds me of one of my favorite videos. Time for a montage.
Rose, you need to make a video just farm animal sounds. I love it. Hey, I used to know how to hog call. Oh, I used to be good at it when I was volunteering with the 4-Hers. They all taught me how to hog call. They are so funny. Those kids were just the best. Quail kind of sound like raccoons chortling. Cool, thank you. I'm getting quail. I live in a large town block. We have chickens. I really want quail too. Quail eggs cannot get salmonella, so they are safer to eat raw than chicken eggs. I didn't know that, Vina, but I kind of suspected that why? Oh, that's really interesting. I would love for you to explain in the comments if you could. Oh, by the way, our chickens are laying like crazy now. Yay! That's awesome. Sounds great. Wasn't even thinking about drinks. Would have just used it all for pasta or something like that. Great ideas. How do quail do in cold climates? I've heard good. Vina is an expert. So Vina Troll Slayer, she's one of my moderators here tonight. And she is the quail goddess. So she can answer any of your questions. She's got an ebook that'll be coming out eventually. I'm not sure when her date is, but she's writing a book on quail at this moment. So, bye, Edel. Glad to have you here.
Kaz Marsh, you make the green gross face at raw eggs. I'll tell you, my first raw egg I ate was in our video, Time for a Montage, and it was a raw chicken egg. And it's not bad. It's really not bad. I was a little hesitant at first, but now, especially the quail eggs, they're so little.
New Winchester Farms, premature baby goat under a pound. Do you have the materials to tube feed that baby? Are you going to be able to keep it warm and get it tube fed? Make sure it's over 101 degrees before you feed, if you are able to tube feed. Oh, good luck to you. I have a Roo that sounds like he is snoring. The animal call challenge. You know, I was going to do that with the turkeys. I told Trisha at Willow Creek to do a video about how do you make your turkey gobble? Because we all do it. We all had those noise that you make that makes your turkey gobble. Do you not? Come on, admit it. If you have turkeys, you have a sound that you can make to make that turkey gobble. We did. I can't do it now, though, because I don't have the turkey anymore.
But I did a higher pitch, and he would gobble every time.
They do fine here in Ohio as long as they have a place to cuddle together and have a place to get out of the wind. Yeah, just like with any animal, being able to get out of the wind is very important. My 9-year-old asked, why are they saying rob a bear? That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like they're saying rubber bear. Yeah.
You should do a video of the many hairstyles of Ryan. You know, Carla, that is so funny that you said that, because I was thinking about clips that I'm going to pull. I need to make sure I pull enough clips of Ryan, even though he's not in every video. And I was thinking that's going to be interesting because he looks different over the last 3 years for sure.
Oh gosh, there'll be some with no beard.
And then the really long beard that you had last winter. Oh my gosh. Do it, Rose. Hog call.
Hey,
I don't think I know how to anymore.
Time to change my look again. People are starting to.
Now we are interested. Let's hear that hog call. Do quail free range? Oh, I must be really far behind if they're talking about the hog call. Wow, I'm really, really behind.
Quail ours don't free range.
Explain why the bedding and the eggs and the laws and.
Well, if you want to sell your eggs, they can't be on the ground.
Hey, Mama Grows.
And they'll bury their eggs if they're on the ground. So we keep them on a wire cage with a wire floor so their poop falls through it. And they lay their eggs and they don't get dirty. And that's how we do it. They don't really free range. That's just how we do it here. Some people, but I think they raised a different kind of quail, like the bob white quail, and they let them fly out every day and they come back at night to roost. But that's like a different, that's just different. That's not really how you can do these kind of quail.
Hey, Kathleen Carradine Moses, glad you could join us. And Marge Perez, glad you could join us. Did not hear if you answered the banding horns of older baby goats. I have not done it myself. I didn't see the question, but I'm assuming you were asking about doing it. I have not done it myself, but I have heard that it's really good, but you have to notch right at the base. You have to make a little notch with a file so that the rubber band will stay in the notch and stay there. I tried to do it with Willow, because she had a bad skirt that was really long, but she kept rubbing it off because I never did the notch. So that would be what I would do when and if Autumn gets to the point where I need to remove those big old horns she's got now. That's how we would do it for her. So I do recommend it as from the research I've done. How are quail droppings for the garden? Very good. They are like chicken. They're hot. So you have to let them compost before you add them to your garden, or they will burn your plants. You can make a tea with it if you need to use it sooner. Make a manure tea to lessen the effects. Did I skip something you were trying to read, honey?
Somebody said they hadn't seen their question yet, and I was trying to...
Thanks for the help about Two Family. Rose and Ryan haven't seen my question yet. Patty and Art, I'm sorry I didn't see your question. Could you put it in all caps the next time you... Live's gotta be a busy speed reader. Yes, especially when there's 96 of you. Yep, the worst part is her lungs are underdeveloped. The first few days she had to be tubed. She just started a bottle yesterday. We are still doing, the decks. That's the one thing that we needed, that I would really like to see if we can see if that one local vet will give us just a script of decks, just in case we have a preemie. It's a steroid that helps develop the lungs. So it's been a few days. That's good. That's a good sign. I'm so happy. You've got the baby still with you after a couple of days. That's a good sign. Getting through the first 24 hours is the hardest part of any rescue mission with an animal. If you free range quail, you will not have quail because they're going to fly away. Oh yes, absolutely. They will not stick around. Did quail become more popular lately? I don't remember people talking about them as much before. I made quail popular, Jen.
Yeah, I feel like
we were like, quail are awesome. Everybody needs quail, and then all of a sudden, people started making quail videos. So yes,
quail are the new beginner homesteading creatures. That's what we recommend now.
Carla says she loved watching the older, really old videos when I was trying to do things on the farm in between taking care of Liam. So funny. Yes, like there were free videos where he was like trying to pull down my shirt to nurse. Like he was little when we started YouTubing. Patience you must have, my dear homesteader.
Do you clip duck wings to keep them from flying away?
The only one you would need to do that on is
Muscovies.
Muscovies.
They're
They're the only ones that fly.
Johnson Family Farmstead, we get our first goats in 8 days. That must be exciting.
Yay! What do you recommend having on hand for chickens, just in case? Blue coat in case of injury. We've really been lucky with sickness. VetRx for mites.
VetRx
or
Vetricin.
bronchial Vetricin wound care. We've been really lucky about not having sick ones. We have had some mites here and there, but we give them a trough with diatomaceous earth in it, and they dust in it, and it goes away.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a pregnant Nigerian? Yay! Congratulations, Twin Cedar Farms. That's great news. I didn't invent quail. I just pushed it. I got really pushy about how much I loved quail and talked about it like constantly, and then it really escalated. I mean, I kid you not. How many people have told me that I'm getting quail now because of you, Rose, is astronomical. The number is over 100. I'm not exaggerating. How to build my channel, how many videos a week, how to find people to join me. Yeah, putting out videos as often as you can. Obviously, that's going to be different for everybody. At least a video a week. Daily videos definitely get you seen more by more people and help your audience grow faster. And joining groups like the Small YouTube Homesteaders group on Facebook, they'll help you out a lot. Getting to know other YouTubers, commenting on other people's videos, going and joining in the lives of other channels. It's really going to help you out a lot. Is your channel under Patty and Art? Because just as a perspective of me looking in from the outside, that doesn't tell me that you have a channel. Patty and Art just sounds like you are just somebody viewing channels. So if you had something like Patty and Art's Homestead, that might encourage people to click on your name and see if you had any videos published. Not that you should name it that, but I'm just saying having a title for your channel that's obvious that you're a channel. Like Wasteland Acres was, that was Chris just a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And now she's Wasteland Acres, and most people know that that's who she is because she, announced to people, hey, I'm Chris. I changed my name. And now she's getting more and more subscribers because of that. When you have quail, do you need to have any medicine on hand for them, especially if you're going to sell chicks? No, we don't do, apple cider vinegar, garlic, and honey in their water when they're babies. That's, yeah, I mean, that's basically...
We do non-medicated starter grower.
We don't use medications if it can be prevented. We use poultry dust for a really bad case of mites, and it saved our 2 hens.
I'd say make sure if you're doing quail chicks, make sure it's a game bird or quail starter grower, non-medicated, and not just a chicken chick.
Yeah. They have to have a higher protein, for sure.
So yeah, ask your feed store for game bird or quail, and then also make sure it's non-medicated. We are at 1 hour.
Are we really?
Mm-hmm.
Combination of quality and consistency is really important. You also need to be providing people with value, or else there will be no reason for people to watch the videos. Very good point. I'm asking because I have a friend that has a few friends that will want chicks. Oh, very cool. Oops. Do y'all sell fertile quail eggs? If so, do you ship? We don't have our NPIP license to be able to ship into different states, so we can't do that at this time. It is something I'm considering. With chicks, there's a risk of cocci that can happen. Apple cider vinegar and garlic in the water can prevent that. However, if they have a deficiency... Oh, missed the rest of that comment. What's the best advice for a first-time video for a new channel? I think an introduction video... We didn't do an introduction video. We still haven't done an introduction video. We don't even have a video that says who we are.
That's what my idea.
And I really miss that we didn't do that. So I think that would be really good. Tell your story. Tell your story. Everybody has a story to tell. And your story is important. Your story is going to be what's going to attract your tribe, what's going to attract your subscribers and your people that are going to fall in love with you because your story interests them. No matter what your story is, it's going to interest somebody. I use crushed garlic. I just crush a couple of cloves and throw it into the quart jar. And then I put a splash of vinegar and a squirt of honey and mix it up. And it really helps prevent the coccidia. I also give them a clump of weeds from the garden with soil attached to the roots and let them pick at that when they're brand new babies, because there's natural coccidia everywhere. And everywhere there's natural coccidia, they're going to come into contact with it at some point or other. So the idea behind that is that you're introducing tiny amounts of that native coccidia in your habitat. Even if they're never on the ground, it can come up and get to them somehow. So it's a good idea to introduce it in small amounts like that. And they love it. They love eating a little bit of grit is good for them. And eating that fresh green chickweed or ryegrass or whatever it might be that you pulled up out of the garden. We usually use chickweed, but that's because that's what we have. Small YouTube homesteaders group on Facebook. Yes, it's a great one. I am going to be getting my quail eggs from my Shire Farms. Oh, yay! They have so many colors to choose from. You may not know for a few weeks. It is normally a B vitamin deficiency. There's a medication that can be added to the water that is a natural called cocci-free, I think. Oh, another thing I like to do, Vina, you just reminded me of it, is I put nutritional yeast like I do for the ducks. I put that on the quail chicks when they're little. That helps prevent that deficiency as well. I actually feed 24% non-medicated chicken starter for my quail their entire life, and they do really well. Huh. Sorry, I'm not really participating in the chat. I'm scrubbing the walls while Great Pyrenees sniffles my head. Do you use oil for goats? Yes, we use oil for goats. We use oil for our chickens. We use oil for our family. If I could just show you this oil shelf I have behind me, it's 3 shelves this long, and it's 2 oils deep. That's how many oils we have. We've been with doTERRA for 5 years, so we've had a chance to really stock up over the years. So oregano oil is a big one that's used in livestock that's really good. Quail chicks do not ship well at all. They are far too reliant on heat. I need an introduction video. Yeah, you should do that, Chris. Oh, North Star Prep Starter, we are just getting ready to go off. We are actually overdue. We are a little running late here, but we're having such an active chat, and there's still 96 people in the room, so I'm trying to just get through the chat, and that's not going to happen tonight. Yeah. Oh, yes, be you and only you. Thank you, Kilted Gardener, for saying that. Be uniquely, genuinely yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to be like somebody else. Don't compete with somebody else. Don't compare with somebody else. Just do you. Do what works for you. Do what works for your life and your schedule. If you have to take a week off of filming, take a week off. Like, don't even, you know, you have to take care of yourself first. Blackberry leaves helps with diarrhea also for all species. Yes, we use blackberry leaves often on our homestead with the goats when we have poopy butts. We get poopy butts pretty often here with the parasite issues we have in the south with the moisture issues. Yes, we give our chicks garlic. All of them. Our quail chicks, ducks, chickens, every species of poultry gets garlic when they come out of their shell. They have that in their first water, and we give their first water hot, like warm, like not so hot that they would burn, but like 100 degrees, so that they don't get a chill. Should I be giving garlic and honey to my chickens? I give them apple cider vinegar. You sure can. You don't have to. I do it if I see signs of weakness. If somebody seems like they're a little bit off, but I usually do it for at least the first 2 weeks of hatching out, and then I usually start like getting lazy and not refilling it. So a lot of times I'll just throw in a clove of garlic, or I'll throw in some vinegar or honey here and there, but usually it's if I'm seeing an issue. Hey, Homestead Evolution, we were just talking about you. We're in a big quail discussion here. AJ Farms is Homestead Evolution. For those of you that don't know, they have really good jumbo meat makers. Their jumbo meat makers are the best in out of anybody. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Rick Mitchell. Yay, doTERRA. My next order of doTERRA is coming in soon. Deep blue for the win. Yes. Oregano. Whoops. Ah! Sorry, Ryan. I'm trying to catch up.
Well,
oregano is incredible. It really is. It's really a good one. We are urban and have a dog that barks. Went out. Would quail get used to that? I want to raise quail. I don't know. I think so. I'm so glad that you found doTERRA oils, Natalie, and that they're making you happy. I'm bad too. I haven't done one neither. An intro. Ryan wants that pizza on the counter. I might need to start another quail group on Facebook for all these questions. Yes, being a troll sayer. You can come on over to my Facebook group, Wholesome Roots Farmstead Friends, and just introduce yourself and let everybody know that they can ask all the questions that they want. It's really, really fun group of people that's been getting bigger and more active, so it's really fun.
I think we broke the counter of how many people are watching.
Yeah. Does anybody else seen a difference in the numbers? Because it's stuck at 96.
No, and I keep looking at my phone over to the side, and it went down to like 80 something.
Could you do a video with us to show how you use oils with the animals? I have a goat parasite video that talks about how I use it for goat parasites. I also have a coccidia video that shows how I use them for coccidia. If you need more than that, definitely let me know. But comment on those videos and I will see what I can do. All right, I'm scrolling down to the bottom.
So does that mean we broke one? Like I was hoping we would break 100 people.
So it's stuck at 96.
And it's been 96.
Yeah, it has been 96 for a while.
Since like 20 minutes in the video, and I'm like, I thought it was just weird. Why are we still 96? Why are we still 96? So surely we got over 100 at some point. I would hope.
Thank you, Hesitant Homesteader. I appreciate you being here tonight. Really good to see you. Got word tonight that anyone with the north should be able to see the northern lights. Nah, it's not anyone, is it? I thought it was the middle part of the country. I saw a map of it that was like, I was like, I wish I could see it. All right, guys. We have a lot of people still in the room and people are just joining us, and I hate to leave when there's so many of you here having fun and enjoying the community. So if you want to continue any of these conversations, head over to our somebody said that they saw 102, 101, okay. 100, so we did go over 100.
Good.
I saw it on Facebook, the map of the Northern Lights. Oh, you're in the middle of the country, you should get outside and go look. So our Facebook group, Wholesome Roots Farmstead Friends, and ask any questions. We'll continue the quail conversation, and we can continue talking about essential oils in homesteading uses. We have a lot of advice to give you guys on that. We also have a doTERRA store that we have had for 5 years. If anybody is not already working with a doTERRA representative, you are welcome to purchase any of the oils we talked about using that link, and it would benefit us. So I would appreciate that. There we go. Farmstead Friends Facebook group. Go join. I will approve you right away. We are almost at 10,000 subscribers, y'all. This week.
So close.
This week is going to bring us there. I thought it was going to be my birthday, but it's looking like it's going to be by the end of March.
By next live show will be...
Probably. Our next live will probably be a celebration.
We'll be changed. People.
I can't believe it, y'all. The link for my doTERRA store is in my description when I list all of my links. In the description of my videos. And it's also on my blog. But it's basically, it's the doTERRA shop. No. / Wholesome Roots. It says at the end. So, I don't know. Maybe you could Google doTERRA and Wholesome Roots. If you can't find the link, I'm sorry. Thank you, Green Gables, for being so sweet to go grab that link. Oh, I love the doTERRA
yeah, that
toothpaste
is my
We
favorite
are addicted.
Toothpaste.
We don't buy any other toothpaste anymore now. And we haven't said the same about all doTERRA products. Like, we love their oils, but, like, we weren't that impressed with some other stuff.
We kept messing up, and it kept getting ordered, and it was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, I accidentally had it on my...
We'll just stock it up, then.
Turmeric oil is amazing. Oh, she found it. There we go. There's the doTERRA link for those of you that want to go look at that. I appreciate that, Green Gables. So... if any of you are interested, let us know. And we'll talk more about quail and other things in the future as well. And if you guys have any suggestions on videos that you really feel like need to be included in the 10K subscriber video, then shoot me a message or put it up on my Facebook group. And we'll see what we can do to get all of those ideas into one video. It's going to be hard. I'm really having anxiety over it. And it probably won't be right when we hit 10K because it's going to take me so long to put together. Everyone needs to go order the toothpaste. You won't regret it.
I have lots of ideas.
Yes, I would love to get prices on herbs for the bulk herbs. Is that what you're talking about? I'm so confused. The goat wheelchair for sure. Yes. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you for all the kind support and lovely. And you know, there's something different about us, I think. We really, really, really appreciate you guys, our subscribers. We genuinely would not be at 10,000 subscribers for any other reason but you guys. It's not from other channels shouting us out. It's not from viral videos. It's not from collaborations. It's because you got on here. You saw something you liked about us and you subscribed. And we are so grateful for that. And we are so grateful that we are finally here. We have had a slow organic growth for our channel compared to other people, but I think that it's been genuine, real, and the best possible subscribers that we could ever hope for. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on this lovely Friday evening. And we hope everybody's doing all right and your weather is fair and everything's warming up. And you ready to say goodnight?
I love my subscribers.
Good night, everybody.
You guys are the best. Thank you. So, thank you for watching.
We'll see you
We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.